My name is Wiep van Bunge, and I'm a professor of the history of philosophy, and I concentrated my research on the history of early modern philosophy. A history of philosophy in the 17th century Dutch Republic, one on Spinoza, who's of course the main Dutch philosopher. Now I'm trying to complete a book on the history of the 18th century Dutch Republic. Our department consists of 4 sections: history of philosophy, but also what we call theoretical philosophy, which comprises the philosophy of science, logic, and in our case, we concentrate on the philosophy of the social sciences. Then there is a section practical philosophy and a section philosophy of man and culture, which is one of the last spots, I should say, in the Netherlands, one of the last places where continental philosophy is being practiced. I think what makes us distinctive internationally is mainly the way in which we cooperate with other disciplines. We do not practice philosophy for the sake of philosophy. We as philosophers feel that we have to work in close cooperation with, for instance, the social sciences or the historians. One of the most prominent research projects here at this faculty is, of course, the research conducted in the Erasmus Institute for the Philosophy of Economics, which has its own research master, which has its own PhD course, extremely successful and I think unique in the world. A second group within theoretical philosophy, which is now becoming extremely successful, is working on a more general theory of science. Recently, a Vichy, very prestigious Vichy grant was awarded to Fred Muller, who's recently been appointed on a special chair on the philosophy of the exact sciences. PhD students play a very prominent part in all our major research programs. I mean, in an important sense, they carry these programs, they carry out the research. They're being taken very seriously, and an advantage for a foreigner may well be what has often been described as our relatively horizontal social structures. The difference between the distinction between a professor and a PhD student may not be as large here as elsewhere, but that's typically Dutch, I suppose. I think Rotterdam may be an excellent reason to come here to Erasmus University. I think it's one of the best kept secrets of the Netherlands. Many foreigners tell us that they consider it to be the only real city of the Netherlands. It has a very multicultural flavor. It has a vibrant cultural infrastructure. You have to find your way around, but it's an exciting place to be. And of course in the heart of Holland, in close vicinity to The Hague, to Utrecht and to Amsterdam. That is one of the perks of living in the province of Holland, of course.